Hello everybody, it's STech here. Today we're going to be looking at how to make Abstract's mask from Fortnite.
Can you hear my voice? Coming through the noise. I'm floating through outer space. I'm lost and I can't find a way. Oh, all the lights going dark and my hopes destroyed. Help me, is anybody there? Save me, I'm running out of air.
Okay, now that you've seen me building it, I just want to talk about the finished product and also the templates, because there are a lot of templates. Even though it's a small thing, there's a lot of templates and it's kind of confusing. So this is the finished product. I can put it on for you. So I put it like this. And now ta-da! And you can still breathe because it's not like fully pulled down to the bottom. But from looking on, you can't really tell. So that works out. For the elastic, I use like a strap from an old headlamp, so it can actually adjust, which is nice. So I'm just gonna start by talking about the templates for this base part, not like these. So how I built it is there's those paper masks that you put over. It's like a dust mask kind of thing, and it has one of those metal strips, and it pinches your nose, and it has a little elastic band. If you know what I'm talking about, good, then this will make more sense. So I took one of those, and I was going to just use it, but then I decided not to waste it. So I took it, and I wrapped it in tinfoil. I didn't wrap the inside, I kind of wrapped the top, and then kind of just put a cord on the underside a little bit, just so that it would stay put. Then I wrapped it in white duct tape, only the top still. And then I kind of I pulled it off the mask and cut off the parts that I coated under. So now I basically have a duplicate of that mask, minus the little metal part. So what I did is I pinched the nose part, I pushed all in, and I kind of cut it a little bit, because this isn't exactly the same shape. I cut a little bit to the size shape I wanted, made all those modifications, pushing in different parts. And when I thought it looked good, I was like, okay, so these parts, right by the nose, they kind of go in. So I drew Sharpie lines, and I was like, okay, that's where it starts curving in. So I cut along that line that I just drew, and then it was like that piece was curved. So I was like, okay, I snipped a little thing, like stepped in, and then that flattened it out. So now that's why you have those V's. Those V's are like, they were curved, and then when you cut it, they flatten out. So that's why these, you glue them together to curve. So now those pieces were both laying flat, and all you had to do was just, you have to glue them back in. And now the same thing with this one. I didn't actually cut that V. It was just, I cut straight in, and then it popped out like that. So the bigger one, circle, oval kind of thing goes in here, and you glue this together first, and then this. Remember that this curves like this in, not like that. So you also want to kind of crinkle and curl like this to get it to be all, so it's easy to bend. I use like single cardboard. That's actually, I use a very thin kind of head that I use especially for this kind of thing where I'm need to curve it a lot. So I think we're done talking about these. So I guess to move on to I think this is the tricky part, is these. These are probably the part where it took me like a total of like maybe a little under 2 hours to make this, and that's including painting. But I did do, like, not waiting for painting. Like, I painted it, but not waiting for it to dry or anything. And that's because of all these little pieces to curve it in. So you have to make 2, and this is even my second attempt, because I wanted to put on a video my second attempt so that you don't have to see me doing all this making the templates. You can see me using the templates, because you're probably not going to make the templates. You're going to use the templates. You want to see how to use them and not how to make them. But I figured I'd tell you anyway, in case you want to do something similar to this on your own. So this is the sheet of all the templates you'll need. This sheet is not templates. This is just kind of like explaining how to use these pieces. So you're going to cut out these pieces, and you're going to be like, you're going to have one, like, you're going to cut out one like this and one like this, left for left and right. That's what it says right here. So this would be right. It kind of, how you know it's right is like one side's a little bigger, so it's like the one on the right, you want the bigger sides facing out, and the lower sides facing in. So right and left, right, left. So then if you're making the left side one, you take this, there's this strip right here, and you're just going to cut in on this little edge until you reach the paper cardboard, and then peel away everything else, just on a little strip. And then you'll wrap that around, so that's like the only paper cardboard is wrapping around, and the rest of it is actually like sunken in like this behind it. That way, it keeps, you wrap the cardboard around, but it keeps the exact same shape. It doesn't like make it more bulky or anything. So make sure not to wrap it around just like this, because that will affect how these templates work. They won't work anymore because they're made for a specific size. If you don't really understand what I'm talking about, I do have a video that I talk about that in, top 5 cardboard tips and tricks. You can go check that out if that still doesn't make sense, and I actually show me doing it. So if you have the left, then you're going to wrap the cardboard around that strip, then you're going to flip it, and that's where this diagram comes in. It shows how all these little cardboard pieces, which ones go where. So say I have this cardboard thing coming up around, well, it will show you, okay, well, this one leans in like this goes like this, and I'll show you how you glue them all in. That's kind of tricky, but that takes a while. And you have to make 2 of those. Make sure you have one that's right and one that's left. So this only applies for the left one, but the right is like a mirror of it, flipped like that. And then the only other part is a little circle and the big circle that go right there, and it's orange and painted orange and black. This is like a light gray. Under here is a black, and this is like a grayish green. I just took this and mixed it with a little blue, turquoise green kind of color to give it that shade. And I already said these are elastic from a headlamp. So I think that's just about it. A little bit complicated because of all the little pieces and because it's like a 3D kind of like curving object. But hope you were able to follow along. If you didn't follow along, maybe watch it again, or print out the templates and actually look at them as I'm talking, or look at the time lapse again or something. I'm sure you'll eventually be able to figure it out. So if you did enjoy, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so that every time I make a new video, your phone instantly makes a noise and you're the first one to watch the video and get excited about it. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.